Courtney. Okay. When I picked up Brighton, she was much floppier than I thought. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I know that sounds bad, but it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've held her. And when I hold she and Gigi together, there's not much of a difference. The only thing I can tell you, as far as the feel of them, is that Gigi just feels more powdery, and I know that sounds weird, like, because I put powder on her, but I haven't really put powder on her in over a week. But she just kind of has more of a powdery coating feel. Like, she's not as tacky feeling. And don't get me wrong, she's, Marcy, the Marcy sculpt is not, like, real sticky or anything, but she's a little more tacky, just like as a silicone, you know, as a whole. But if you powdered her up, she'd probably feel just like this. Here, what I want to do is, I'm going to try to hold her. She's a boo-boo Marcy. So her underarms, her joints are kind of rough. And I've got this camera set up in front of me so I won't be able to reach. Let me move the camera. I've got a bunch of stuff laid out from my haul, but don't mind that. Whoa, sorry about that. Making me crazy dizzy. Okay. So you know your little Edmund, you know exactly how he feels, but I'm going to try to back up a little bit and show you how she moves. She's very jiggly. And I'm going to show you how her hand stretches. I'm barely pulling on it. Her little finger, her fingers are really flippy. They feel, and then her neck is, her neck is attached, but yours won't be attached, I don't think. Hers just happened to be attached because she was a boo-boo baby, and it just happened that way, and I wanted her neck attached. So her neck is not going to be as, you know, mobile as yours. But, yeah, I mean, she's very bendy. I mean, she moves very freely. I totally was thinking, now, it seems like my Brianna is pretty soft too. And she's Valen. She's also the Olivia sculpt, or Olivia baby. But see, all her toes are separate, which is neat. I like that about her. That's really cool. You don't find that very often, you know. On these sculpts that we have, the little precious bodies, their feet, I like that most of their toes are separate. But, I mean, to be honest with you, the only difference in the feel of these is that her neck, like, kind of hangs down more. They're about the same floppiness. And if you get the chance to get a Marcy, I mean, I totally gave you, you know, I wasn't accurate when I answered you. The only reason I said that is because for some reason I have this in my head about the Michelle Fagan sculpt. I'm, you know, in the process of selling her, so I don't know, I have this thing in my head that Melissa's babies are like this incredible silicone, which they are, but Olivia's, she was my #1 artist that I liked the best for a while, and the only reason I changed my mind is because when I got Nev, the newer silicone that Melissa did, her head is more floppy, and I like that their head's been back like the reborns, you know, because they're just real heavy. And I think Melissa May, like you said, hollows out the neck. I don't know, actually, no, I don't think she does, but I think you said Malloy does. But it kind of gives her that arching, you know, that arching feel. There she is right there. And here, I'll show you how she does when I hold her like that. She doesn't really, she's heavier a little bit, but she doesn't arch quite as much, but she's still arching. That's a huge factor to me. I know exactly the feel that you were looking for, and that's what I love about these babies. So I mean, I don't think you would be unsatisfied or dissatisfied or whatever with her. But, you know, if Shanna was softer, I mean, you might ask her which one's softer, the Marcy or the Shanna. Because if you're getting like a newer Marcy, I don't know if she did that with a different silicone, but she's just so cute. I mean, I love her. And I think all of, actually Shanna's body is different than hers, but Valen's, which is my Brianna, and then Brighton, they have the same limbs. Or, I'm sorry, the same hands, I think. I don't know if their feet are the same, but she's just a little tiny smaller than Valen. I think she's like right at 20 inches. And you can kind of see, I'm going to try to get a comparison of the two. I need to take their clothes off. I'll make another video if I need to, but I'm in the middle of doing something else at the moment. But yeah, I mean, they're about the same length. It seems kind of like Brighton is bigger, like maybe longer, but she doesn't really look longer. She just, they really feel pretty similar. Pretty much the same. Okay, here's squeezing her. Okay, and then I'll do the same on her. Same kind of deal. I mean, it feels pretty similar. I mean, and also on Marcy, I don't know if her legs are poured. They're all poured together. Yeah, I think her legs are poured. Oh no, maybe not. Oh wait, let's see, she doesn't have any seams. So, I guess she's poured, her legs and body are poured, and then her arms were added on. But this is a boo-boo Marcy. Keep that in mind. This is not the Marcy that you would be getting. So, see, this is the rough one. But, you know, she's so cute though. And her belly, I'm putting some force on her belly just to kind of show you the smushiness. Here, let me do it on her leg so I can. Pretty squishy. And then on Gigi, it's a little tiny bit more smushy. So there's not much of a difference. Okay. I know there's something I'm leaving out, and what I'll do is I'll get them undressed and make another video for you to see if that gives you, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make a second video for you without clothes on, because that'll make a big difference too. And I'll try to back the video camera up some so you can see what I'm doing here. I don't have anyone to hold the camera because my kids are kind of shaky at that. So I'll try to set up some kind of a tripod. I'll rig it up somehow and then do that for you. But this will give you an idea just for a few minutes until I can get that other one made. And I'll get them all necky. And then I might have my daughters hold them or something and do that. So, alright, I'll talk to you in a little bit.